Hey guys, in today's video we're going to learn how to create this movie database application. So what this application is doing is getting movie data from IMDb and it's displaying it displaying by most popular, right? So we're able to get the most popular movies currently, and we're able to, so basically it's showing us the most popular movies. We can open that movie. It features the movie title, description, and the most popular trailers or videos based on that movie, right? We can actually play this, right? We can go to full screen, right? So we're able to get that, and we're able to get the cast members. So the cast members that are part of the movie. So all this data is coming from the movie database, and we're going to learn how to use Next.js. We're going to learn how to fetch data from an API, and yeah, without further ado, let's jump into the video. Hey guys, in today's video, we're going to learn how to create a movie database sort of like application using the TMDB API, right? So the first step, we're going to go to the API, create a movie account. So we'll go to the API, sign up, join, create an account, click sign up, right? Then I have the steps here. Once you've logged in the header, right, you click where it says API, and then once you click where it says API, click where it says I am a developer. Then that generates an API key for you. Fill out the form, right? And then it's going to ask you what application are you building. So whatever they're asking you, it really doesn't matter, right? Once you click save, it just gives you the API key. So where it says your application URL, you can put anything. I put Facebook, right? And then it worked. And then I got my API key. So this is my API key, right? So in today's build, we're going to use chatgpt to help us to code out this application. And I'm going to show you how easy it is. So first things first, we're going to be using Next.js. So we can ask how to set up Next.js app. So first we need Node.js installed, right? You go to the Node.js website, install Next.js on your machine. Once you have it, we need to open a terminal, cd into our desktop, then run this, right? It's going to ask us a lot of things. Would you like to use TypeScript? So for now, we're just going to say no. No, we want to keep this simple. We're going to use tailwind CSS. No. App router, yes. Then no. Then it starts to install, right? Once that's done, we're going to say npm run dev, right, to run the application. Yeah, that's going to be it. And then whilst that installs, we need to tell ChatGPT what we're doing. So I want to create a 2-page app that shows the most popular movies on the first page. Then when I click the movie, it goes to a separate page where it shows me the trailer and the cast. I want a dark background, code this using Next.js and tailwind, right? So that's done. I open my VS Code, go to my desktop, my app, open that, then run npm run dev. Right, that runs that on localhost 3000. Right, see if that was successful. Yes, and it was. So what we need to do is do a bit of cleanup. So we come in here. So first, before we do that, we need to install this thing called ES7 Redux React Native Snippets. Install that. Come in here into this page, delete everything, type rfce. That just creates a basic, so it's just some snippets that just create a basic template. Come into your global.css. We're going to remove the body, save that, and then we have a clean page. Right, go back to ChatGPT. Right, and then let's see here. Yeah, so it basically just created a basic kind of, so it's telling us where to put this, right? And since that has use state, here we'll say use client, then we paste in our code, right? It's going to show us the popular movies, but it's not going to work, right? Because right now, so let's just, so where it says movies.map, let's see what it's doing first. So we have use effect, use state, right? We have a link, right? So we're going to navigate somewhere, I assume. So we have a movie state, and what is it doing? In our use effect, it's doing a fetch from the movie database. It's trying to fetch the most popular movies, and here it needs an API key, right? I have mine here. You're going to have yours once you create the account, right? So I'm going to come here, put my API key, save, and let's refresh, and voila, we get something, right? We're now getting movies from the database, right? So we get the movies, we set them in the data.results, right? See how it's working. Cover image.contain. Does that make it look better? Yeah, you can see the full image. So we can play around with the stylings, right? Yeah, but I would like to cover it. And then what we can do is do a height of 96. I think, yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay. Yeah, we're just mapping through the movies, displaying the movie ID for when we link. So here we're going to link to the next page, and in the link we're going to pass the movie ID, right? Here we're showing the image. Then here we're showing, let's see, here can we change this to 900? Okay, so we can't. Yeah, the image are a bit low res for me. Okay, movie.title. Yeah, but it really doesn't matter, right? Okay, so yeah, this is very simple, right? What it's doing is just fetching the movies, and then we're displaying them to the screen. And then this is just some basic tailwind CSS. We have a grid, and then we're saying the grid has 2 columns on mobile, right? And then on medium devices it has 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a medium device, so that's why it has 4. And then on mobile it's going to have 2, right? So that's what basically that's just saying, right? And then gap of 4 is just saying in between these cards we have a gap of 4. And then when we say gap of 4, just come and hover here, and then you see gap of 4 just means 16 pixels, right? So we have a gap of 16 pixels between each of these cards. What else? Background, right, of gray. Yeah, the background is gray. Text of extra large, padding of 4. The padding is what you see here on the left side, and then the text of extra large, right? So basically that's what ChatGPT gave us, right? Now when we click this, it's going to take us to a page which doesn't exist yet, right? And we're going to get a 404, right? Because this movie with an ID doesn't exist. How can we get that to exist? It's telling us here, create a folder called movie. So we come in here, we create a folder called movie. Inside that folder we create another folder like this. So it's a folder, then but the folder name is open tag, then ID, then close tag, right? Then inside that we create a file. That file is called page.js, right? Then okay, again, since we need to use client, I'll explain the code very soon. Let's just get it to work. Okay, so I'm having an issue with this use router thingy. So what I want to do, right? So sometimes, yeah, it does that, right? So what I want to do, right, is, so instead of using router to get the ID, or let's do this, and then I want to see something. Does it pass the params in, or yeah, just the basics, just to get rid of the errors. Okay, invalid link inside child. Yeah, so we're now just doing a bit of debugging. So this is not something which is valid, right? In Next.js, we can't have an a tag inside of a link, because a link evaluates to an a tag, so we can't have listed a tags, right? Yeah, perfect. ID, right? So params, so this ID, right, we're getting it in there, so we were able to get it from this params object, right? We can do this. Can we do this, right? Can we say params? I have no idea if that's valid. Okay, unquote, and 19 of reading results. So do this and this, right? Let's do this. So log ID. Perfect. So that's working. We're able to get the ID, right? So now let's copy, because every time you change your code, you might run into these issues, right? Anytime you change your code, you want to pass it back to ChatGPT so that it knows that those changes have occurred, right? But before we do that, here it needs the API key. So I need to go back and get my API key. Yeah, but this is not the best practice. We want to put our API keys inside environmental variables, but yeah, we can let that one slide for now, just, yeah, since we're just learning. Okay. Hopefully that's the only place where it needed a key. Perfect. Then we're able to get our data, right? We can even see, yeah, we can even see how everything is working. Okay, breaking. Okay, yeah, perfect. So let's go through how everything is working, right? So here I think I already went through it, right? We click this link, it navigates us to this movie.movie.id, right? What's happening in this movie.id, right? We're taking the ID from the params. So params basically, yeah, let's open this, right? But I think I have to mute. Yeah, so these are the params, right? And inside the params, whatever we pass in here, right? So in here, we coded movie.id, right? So when we come here, this ID is going to automatically be existing inside the params. And when we destructure this ID, we're able to access it. So as you can see in here, we're able to access that ID. Once we have that ID, we're going to query that ID to the movie database. And then the movie database is going to return us the movie, right? The movie will also have the trailer data. It's also going to have the cast members, right? And then what we're doing, we're having an iframe. So there's this thing called an iframe where you can just display sort of like you can embed a YouTube video, and then with the trailer key, and then that's what we're seeing here. So this is coming directly from YouTube, right? Once that's done, we're mapping through the cast members and we're displaying the cast members. So the cast members each have a profile, each have a name, and each have a character, right? So that's why you're seeing here Hugh Jackman is the Wolverine. So you're able to see that, right? And this is not all that we can do. We can even add more things if we want, right? We can get the synopsis of the movie. We can get similar movies. All that data is available to us. So we just come here and we play around with it, right? And so now we can come back here and say, in addition to this, I want to get the movie description. Then you paste the code, so it sees that you've made some changes. So it's more of like a coding partner, right? Sometimes it doesn't know what you're trying to do, and sometimes you may have to do things yourself, but it's more of like a coding partner, right? So you have to keep it informed of the changes that you've done. Yeah, so let's get that done. Okay. Then we can see it didn't include the API key. Yeah, I've noticed it doesn't really like working with API keys directly. So anyway, where there's an API key, it's going to leave it blank. So just keep that in mind, put it back yourself. And then, yeah, as you can see, we now have our description. Everything else remains the same. We can go and see how it's doing that. So it's getting the movie trailer cast. Then here we have a movie overview, right? We can even try to see what the object looks like. Console.log movie, right? We can take a look at what this looks like. It's an object, right? Belongs to collection. You can see the budget of the movie, the credits, right? The genre that it belongs to, the country. Yeah, you have lots of data. That videos, it has like 44 videos, right? As you can see, it has like 44 videos, and all these 44 videos will be belonging to, will be having okay, let me see. You can come back. I noticed the object as a object called, what's the name? Videos. Yeah, don't know how much practical that is, but yeah, we have it in here. Movies, I mean videos, and then results. Then inside we have all these videos, right? So all this information is information that you can have in your application as you're building your application, right? So as you can see, when you're dealing with ChatGPT, you still need to know what you're doing. And once you know what you're doing, because it's not always 100% correct, so you need to know, like, in what situations is it giving you false information, right? And you see we have all these videos, and I think it's dynamic, right? So if we open Despicable Me, we also get the data for that movie, right? And this is coming from this API, right? We get the cast members, we get the videos that belong to the movie, and yeah, that's pretty much it, right? So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please hit the like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you think, if I should do more of these videos where I really go through, help you with how to use ChatGPT as part of your workflow, or you want maybe more bare bones videos where we go from 0 to 100, like without using any AI. Yeah, just let me know what you guys think.